Welcome back to KARE 11 News at 6, live from the Great Minnesota Get-Together. It's time now to go back to the KARE 11 News studios and Brad Woody-Woodard, who has the headlines for us today.
You know, Paul, I can just feel the magic out there.
Can you? It's kind of like Woodstock do.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Time to take a look at this evening's top headlines. An Eagan man accused of killing his wife appeared in court today on second-degree murder charges. 38-year-old Fu Hu is accused of shooting his wife to death in their Eagan home earlier this week. Marie Hu was an office manager in the St. Paul Police Department's homicide unit. Hu turned himself in to authorities yesterday, which may account for his bail being set at $350,000, which is considerably lower than what prosecutors wanted.
A large amount of bail was warranted. We requested $500,000 for that reason. The public safety needs to be protected.
A grand jury will meet in a month to determine whether Hu should be charged with first-degree murder for the crime. Well, New York authorities have a man in custody for allegedly killing his wife at a Minnesota campground in May. The man reportedly told police he strangled his wife, drove to Tennessee, and buried her body. Investigators found a body buried under a deck on land north of Chattanooga the man had apparently bought over the internet. Neither the man nor his wife appear to be residents of Minnesota. Well, if you're planning to hit the road this weekend, get ready to pay more at the pump. Gasoline prices jumped a dime a gallon around the Twin Cities today, and most service stations expect another 10-cent hike by Labor Day weekend. Experts put the blame on refineries, which are trying to meet demands for winter heating oil. Well, Minnesota state parks are among the top 10 most endangered in the nation. According to a new report from the National Park Trust, Frontenac and Flandreau state parks are the most seriously threatened parks in Minnesota. The report blames federal underfunding and urban sprawl for problems facing parks all across the nation. And a tentative agreement has been reached between union officials and the Pepsi bottling group in a 2.5-month-old strike. Terms of last night's offer were not disclosed, but the main sticking point has been Pepsi's pension plan. Union members will vote on the offer Monday. Workers overwhelmingly rejected the last tentative agreement. Well, now it's time to go back to the Great Minnesota Get-Together, where everyone might be getting wet together. Is that right, Belle?
I know. There could be some showers moving, and I know Mr. Barlow's on top of that. So today, no weather, we're talking gardening. I was asking around, and I don't know what the deal is, but everyone standing here has a perfect, and sitting here has a perfect lawn. I don't know. I couldn't find a weed in the crowd, but Bobby's not here, but it's time for Grow with Care. And, you know, when the fair rolls around every year, it is the perfect time to work on your lawn, and I think that